And Louisiana Congressional 6 candidate and former State Senator Elbert Guillory is calling on Vice President Kamala Harris to implement the no tax on tips policy immediately. Guillory calls on the VP to implement the policy she announced on Saturday in Las Vegas, according to the release. Harris, according to CNN, has backed the elimination of taxes on tips for hospitality and service workers, endorsing a policy first suggested by former President Donald Trump. Guillory, currently in the race for Congress to represent Louisiana's 6th District, calls on VP Harris to implement the policy by the Democratic Convention, set to begin on August 19th. Guillory, in a partial statement, said this is an email to KLB's Colin Vidros. I believe a good idea is a good idea, no matter the source. This policy provides vital relief to millions of workers, especially in Louisiana's hospitality industry. As someone with experience in both major parties, I understand how crucial it is to move forward with a clean bill on this issue without unnecessary complications. And you can find that full release on our website.